Hi, Esther. How are you today?
I'm great. I'm looking forward to this Sunday. Do you know what this Sunday is?
This Sunday. Let's see. Well, it's just a guess. Is it Sunday?
Yes, it's Sunday. But what's special about this Sunday?
It's the day after this Saturday?
Yes, it is. But it also happens to be March the 20th. And March the 20th is a day that something happens this year.
Could you give me a hint?
Okay, here's the hint. I'm a season of the year that comes after winter, but before summer.
Let's see. There are 4 seasons of the year. There's summer, then fall, then winter, then spring. I'm going to say spring. Final answer.
You're right. This year, spring begins on March 20th.
Wow, that's great. Spring. No more winter parkas and mitts and boots and snow.
Well, I wouldn't say that. We live in Winnipeg and the snow is very deep outside. I think we will still have snow for quite a while.
That doesn't seem right. Snow belongs to winter. If spring is a new season, shouldn't it get its own weather?
Well, March the 20th is just the start of spring.
But everything outside will still look the same?
For a while. Spring begins when the northern half of the earth rotates and is tilted more towards the sun.
The earth rotates and tilts? Sounds like the earth is dancing.
The earth circles the sun and the earth also rotates. So it is like the sun and the earth are dancing.
So, spring is about to be sprung. I just made that up.
Oh, Emmett, that's cute.
Thank you. But I still don't think it's fair that it will still look like winter when spring arrives.
It will take some time, but daylight will last longer and the temperature will get warmer here.
And then, no more winter parkers and mitts and boots and snow.
And that makes me think of Easter.
That makes you think of Easter? How does that make you think of Easter? Wait, I can figure this out. I've got it. Easter comes in spring. So thinking of spring makes you think of Easter.
Well, yes, Easter does come in spring, but I was thinking about how Easter doesn't come right away.
Oh yeah, that too. What do you mean Easter doesn't come right away?
Well, in the church, in order to get to Easter, we go through the church season we call Lent.
Right, Lent. We're in Lent right now. This Sunday will be the 3rd Sunday in Lent.
Right. And during Lent, the church thinks about what it means to follow Jesus and be companions of Jesus. And before we get to Easter, we read stories of Jesus in Jerusalem.
Yeah, I remember those stories. Jesus rode into the city on a donkey, and he flipped over some tables in the temple, and he shared a meal with his friends. And then the story got sad.
Yes, because Jesus was arrested and tried and beaten and then placed on a cross to die.
That's the sad part. But then came Easter morning.
Yes, but Jesus' friends didn't know about Easter right away. They were sad all day Saturday.
Yeah, I guess they didn't know the surprise God had waiting for them on Easter Sunday.
They had to wait, just like we have to wait during Lent.
I'm really good at waiting.
So, are you waiting for spring to arrive?
I sure am.
And are you waiting for the snow to melt?
I sure am.
And are you waiting even though the snow won't melt all at once?
I sure. Well, so spring reminds you of Easter, you say?
Yes, because for the church, Easter is not just one day. Easter is also a season in the church year.
Really?
Yes, because it took time for the disciples to experience the good news of Easter, that Christ was alive and they would see Jesus again, that God's love for us never ends.
So spring reminds you of Easter because even though spring arrives this Sunday, each day it keeps becoming spring. And even though Easter's one day, each day we keep finding out more about God's love.
Yes, sometimes during spring, it still looks a lot like winter outside. And even though we live in God's world, sometimes this world is full of sad things.
So even though it looks like winter, we know it's spring. And even though bad things happen in the world, we know it's still God's world.
And we know that God loves us and loves everyone, and that God will keep helping us learn how to love each other so that fewer bad things will happen in the world.
So just like the earth and sun keep dancing, maybe God keeps dancing with the world, even when we don't dance very well.
Emmett, that sounds like it would be a nice prayer. God, help us to be your dance partners.
And help us love one another like you love us.
Amen.
Amen.